Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be working on some more front porch projects, and so I'm going to be potting up some plants, so stay tuned. Okay, and so here I have some marigold, and I'm going to be potting this up. Just need to give these roots just a quick snip so that they'll go ahead and spread out in this pot really quickly. Like that, and you want to make sure that you don't put it below the original soil line that it was in inside its growing pot in your planting pot. And just give it a little bit of a firm tamp down. And then in this lovely pot I am going to be putting in sweet potato vine. I love sweet potato vine. This color is perfect. And typically what I do is I'll just put two of them in a pot like this. A pot this size, I'll put two. You just want to check and see if it's the right depth. If not, just move your soil around a little bit. And there we go. So that's where that pot, that's where that sweet potato vine will go. I'll get it out of its container. And these roots are nice and loose, so you don't have to shear the. I don't have to shear these. I'm just going to sit it down in its hole gently. Back some soil around it. Like that. And now we just want to make room for the other one. You want to make sure you have a really good moist potting soil when you get ready to start this. You want to get plants from the nursery or the garden center that have been watered. You don't want to really get dry ones. That marigold that I just potted a second ago was a little bit on the dry side, but it's okay. I'll give it a good drink here in just a minute. And I know this looks really small inside this large pot, but you will not believe in the next couple of weeks how quickly this sweet potato vine will take off. And just start filling this pot out so quickly. Just like. Okay, and I'm going to be getting this other marigold potted up. Just want to break the roots up again, loosen it up. Get your soil around there, and making sure that it's not going to be sitting lower than it was originally in its growing pot. Once again, you want to make sure that you don't do that. A little gentle pressure. Okay, and so now I'm going to go ahead and get started on my planters that are going to be flanking my front door. And in this pot I have some spike Dracaena, I think is how you pronounce it. And I'm going to be putting this in the center of the pots. And just want to take these leaves, these roots, that are sticking out through the bottom. I'm going to get those kind of, you can always use a garden shear to shear them off. Here we go. And this is actually going to be divided. I'm going to divide this into two. So I'm going to put one spike in one pot and the other spike in the other pot. So just want to get that separated out. Okay, and so I'm just going to use my shears to go ahead and divide this. And you do want to be careful because these shears are very sharp. So I'm going to separate it out gently. Just like that. And this will survive, don't worry. I'm just putting this dead center of the pot. And then I'll be surrounding this with petunias. Just like so. I'm going to give it a little bit of a firm tamping down. Okay, and so now I'm going to be planting around this Dracaena. I'm going to be planting some mounting petunias. And this will fill in the pot, and you'll have I'll have these really lush planters flanking my door. So, and again, I just kind of make divisions like this and just kind of separate them out. I do this every year, by the way. I don't buy all of the little individual plants. I just make some divisions because annuals are very forgiving for this purpose. And you can make divisions with perennials as well, not just with annuals. But in this case, since I'm potting annuals, then making divisions like that. And this is nice, moist soil, so it's easy to just drop these plants in and give them just a little bit of gentle pressure. Just like so. If you lose some blooms, it's okay. No need to panic. These petunias will produce so many blooms, you will not believe it. For those of you who have grown petunias, you know exactly what I mean. This pot is just going to be overrun with blooms in the next several weeks. Okay, so now moving on to the other pot. And again, no reason to treat these petunias with kid gloves when you're separating them out. They're fine. They'll survive. They are a very hard annual. Any of my potted arrangements. But especially so in the garden, I don't. There's a lot of flowers that I really love, but I don't grow them because they just require a lot of staking and a lot of special care, a lot of, watching out for different kinds of insects and just pests. They're very prone to pests, so you have to really know what you're willing to do in the garden, and you'll be a lot more successful. I hear people say. Another front porch project taken care of, and so once everything has filled out and gotten all lush and pretty, then I'll go ahead and do my front porch video. I may have another project or two that I need to work on. I'm thinking about getting some lanterns for my front porch and an area rug, so I'm probably going to, when I do that, I'm probably going to do a haul video and show you guys some of the other stuff I'm buying for my front porch this spring and summer. So stay tuned. Thanks so much for stopping by Cozy Casita. You are always welcome.